Hi, friends. It's June. We've arrived. We've leveled up. We've quantum leaped. We're here. We just had the Jupiter in Gemini, or Jupiter move into Gemini. There is so much of what we have been working towards, what we have been kind of like waiting for, is here. And I'm gonna guess that it feels softer than you thought it might. That you really had this idea of like, and you may have like, there still may be this real like kick ass energy to what you're feeling, but there's a real softness here in the month of June. And if you're finding that these, I'm going to do a card pull for you. I pulled two cards earlier. If you're finding they really resonate with you, I highly recommend for you to go and find the video. We'll link it here. Of my June newsletter. I'm diving in even more. And then the first three, or actually all of the episodes in the month of July, are all of the Rachel LaForce show, are all about harnessing this energy that we're going to be working with throughout this month. And this energy really takes us until fall. I mean, this is really like, okay, we're going to kind of ride this new integration of self. The whole first part of this year was almost like a death rattle of like allowing us to shake out all of that old stuff. Some of us really were doing that work within our nervous system. I was certainly one of those people. I had to give up caffeine. I'm not happy about it. I'm pissed. The episode for a different day. Okay. Not here for it. I'm like, I gave up caffeine. I gave up alcohol. Then I gave up nicotine. And now the universe was like, oh yeah, caffeine too. I'm like, are you fucking for real? So, I'm like, what's next? All sugar? Like, just fuck me in the face. But she's spiritual, isn't she? So that's exactly what's been happening, is that we have been called to let go of all of the things that we knew were dead. I mean, again, it was that death rattle. It was like, this is last call, baby. If you are ready to move into this next place, if you are ready to do this next level of work, we have to shake the rest out. And that's what basically up until the end of around Memorial Day, in May, was where all of this has been happening. And so we're finally in this new energy, this place of soft power, this place of moving with time. So I pulled two cards for us that really, I think, are going to help to place a little bit of this energy for us. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. The first card, this is from the Subtle Body Oracle deck. I really love this one. If you've been listening, if you followed along with a lot of my other videos, I started really doing a lot of this somatic and body work in August of last year. I feel like I'm a couple of months out. It's probably going to take me until August, where it was like this full year actually of like retraining my nervous system, really going in deep, 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 and being able to allow my nervous system to handle this new level of stuff. And so this has been I've also a huge resource for me, as I have been doing more and more to make my nervous system feel safe being seen and stepping out, being seen, safe to make mistakes while being seen, to take messy action while being seen. So this has been really helpful. And I love how simple all of these cards are. And so this card that I pulled for us, this is the stone element. This is for recording and stability. So this element, it says recording and stability. The function, it preserves historical knowledge and augments healing according to the stone. Now, this may mean, so there's, like these kind of amethyst quartz situation that's here. So this may mean for you an actual stone. Maybe you find a stone that or a crystal that helps you feel connected to this new energy and what you're wanting to pull through. I always suggest either like a smoky quartz is great for like a re-grounding, and then also citrine. I love citrine. It is all about, it is that like being seen, being like, it's just kind of this like stone that's all about like, yeah, like let's like, if like let's fucking go was a stone, I feel like that's citrine, right? But in a way that feels manageable. So it doesn't feel like kind of overrun with energy. It feels like something that you can keep up with. So that would be my suggestions if you're taking this that literally. I'm really reading this card as I've been talking a lot about this. If you're an angel number person, I've really been feeling into the energy of 999, right? 999 is really like nail in the coffin. It is done, new beginning. And what I love about that is I've never been somebody who has liked change. I've never been somebody, Taurus sun, only child. And I really don't like change. And I really fear finality. I really fear something being final, done, and over. And now reframing that for myself and being like, oh my God, thank fucking God, right? Like we decide how long we want to carry something with us. We decide how long we take that thing through with us, right? It's not anybody else. It's shocker, calls coming from inside the house. All of these beliefs and things that people told me about me, my body, my worth, my talent. I didn't fucking have to take any of that with me. That didn't mean anything to me. You know what I mean? It's like there's people who listen to like Insane Clown Posse and they're like, yeah, I feel better now. You know what I mean? Like we are all entitled to our own opinion. Doesn't mean that that opinion has any business aligning with me and vice versa. Right? So this sense of 999, the sense of finality is so major. And that's what I really envision it as, again, because it says it's a historical preserving of the past. And for me, I keep imagining a stone that can fit right in the palm of your hand, maybe almost like a small river rock. If you have access to one, even better. If you can find one, all the better. Maybe if you go on a nature walk or something, and one that really fits very smoothly in the palm of your hand, right? And the idea to me is it's like everything that came before is now set in, you're right, stone, right? We are preserving that. It's here. So anytime that as you're moving into this soft power, as you're moving into being seen, as you're saying yes to this relationship that's scaring the shit out of you and every part of you wants to self-sabotage and back out, you're in that stone, 999. We don't do that shit anymore. That everything that came before, everything that held me back now fits into the palm of my motherfucking hand. It does not have control over me. It does not dictate where we go. It fits in the palm of my hand. It is in stone. It is written. It is done. 999. Okay? You have to. We spent all of May. We had the whole month to be able to like rattle it. Like I said, that death rattle, let it go and to set it out. It's done. Okay? So we no more fuck with. Okay? All right. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to keep going on it because you're going to go, oh, well, Rachel. No, that one too. All right. So that's really what I would love for you to do is the exercise. If you can find that flat stone and really hold it in between your hands like this and almost pressing all of that, again, that death rattle, everything that is left in your physical body and your spiritual space, in your mental well-being and your auric field, all of that, and pressing it almost like a diamond, pressing it into that stone. Okay. And then setting it down into the ground so that it can all go into the ground. Let Mother Nature take it. You don't need it anymore. If you have some Palo Santo or some sage, great. Go ahead and get that on your hands, on your body. You've let it all go. And then you can pick up that stone and take that Palo Santo and wrap it around and being like, it is done. It is done. So now it's down into the earth. And if you need it, you have it in this stone. So anytime you feel like it's like, oh, well, the last time I went into a relationship like this, and then take that stone, press it into your hand. It is done. That's what happened before. That's not what's happening now. Okay. That's the first part. Now, the second part, this deck was actually gifted to me by another spiritual teacher, Mystic Rain. Go and find her here on all socials, but here on YouTube as well. And she gifted me this for my birthday. So this is really a wisdom oracle deck all around the different chakras. And this is the root chakra, and this is the perfection card. Okay. Now, what's written here, I'm not going to read through it. I don't really identify with a lot of what is written here, but what I really want to provide for you in this is like, so this is from our root chakra, right? Which again is what I love about that stone. We're setting something in stone. It's final. Your root chakra also is getting grounded. And what you have to let go of is the sense of perfection. that other people have to be perfect, that you have to be perfect, that it has to look perfect, because that's also so much of what was in that stone. Oh, it didn't work out, or this wasn't, that you're still judging it. That somehow if your story would have been different, if your story would have been cleaner, if somehow it all would have worked out, because you're still anchoring into these idea of perfection, of these ideas of what you're supposed to look like, be like, move like, if only this thing, none of it's real. Stand on it. This is a root chakra. Stand on that shit. Stand on the fact that you don't need to be perfect. It does not need to be perfect. It does not need to work out perfectly, right? There's not anything. If you believe that God, the universe, it's like that all of this is divine. It's like even the most beautiful tree isn't a perfect looking tree. All of its branches aren't the same size, right? It's like just look around. Wildflowers. That's the whole idea, that they're wild. They all grow differently. It's like this is the idea of something being perfect is so fucking man-made that it's hilarious. It's hilarious. The idea that you can't get caught trying is a fucking lie. And I need you to understand that. The idea that somehow you are going to get caught stepping out or doing something that you know is for you, and that somebody else is going to come along, knock, knock, knock. Oh, we saw you trying. And yeah, we're not going to let you do that thing. It's not real. Step on it. Okay? It's like if this month had merch, that would be that. Step on it. Okay? It's like, we're done. Step on it, tits up. You know what I mean? Like, that's where we're at. And so that's what I love, is that this month energetically is a very soft power energy, but it's also still asking us to, and maybe that's even a little bit of that Gemini energy, right? Like Geminis typically, they're like a little tricky, or they kind of like, a lot of the Geminis that I know are very like, they're kind of like brave, always like one shoulder out. Like you can tap into that energy a little bit. We're setting that shit in stone, and we're stepping on the rest. Okay. That this idea that anything needs to be perfect, and it's not real. Okay. It's like there's a meme that everybody's been sharing a lot on social, and it's like, embarrassment is the cost of entry. And it's like, I would even say, it's like, you don't even have to be embarrassed. Like, you don't have to be embarrassed. Like, I honestly, out of everything I can say now, I'm like, I really don't care anymore that people see me trying. Because I'm like, I don't see you out there, motherfucker, trying, like, I no longer am willing to accept judgment from people who aren't in the arena. I'm just not doing it. Sure, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Again, that goes back to, I think it was in this card read just now, or in the June newsletter where I was talking about that, of, a mantra for those of us stepping out and wanting to be seen is, I am safe to be seen by millions of people. I am safe to be misunderstood by millions of people. Okay? There is no, this likability, the guarantee, stop. It's not real. So you're only doing yourself a disservice, and you're only holding yourself back by continuing to allow yourself to play into that. Okay? So this is the month where we take that power back and just learn and start to really do the stone exercise. I'm telling you, it's going to, if you're like an energy, or everybody loves their like 999 charms or whatever, like, heads up, I may be getting a 999 tattoo. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that still, but I feel like it's got to get done. Okay. Like, I permanently have to have imprinted on my body, like, because basically 999 is cuter than like, girl, that shit is done. You know what I mean? But like, if I had the balls, and didn't have two small children who would be reading my arms, it would be that, girl, this shit is done. You know what I mean? And so it's like, whatever those pieces are, whether you want to charm, whether you want to write that down, it's the the backdrop on your the wallpaper on your phone, whatever it is, but like, it's final, it's done. We're stepping on the perfection. We're moving with this energy of the month. We're moving with time. It is all here. It is all happening. It is all for me. I am safe. I am safe to learn the lessons that are meant for me. Period. All right? That's a lot for a card read. That's a lot. I threw a lot at you. I know I can feel it. I can feel it from me. I can feel it from you. But we needed it. We needed it. I love you so freaking much. I am so proud of all of the work that you're doing. I know that it's hard. I'm doing it too. We're moving through it, but how fucking exciting to finally be at this kind of new, this new place. The energy is different. The air feels different. You look different. You look good. And we're really going to do some cool shit. So for now, enjoy that feeling of knowing that you've done this work. If everything isn't immediately coming into fruition, trusting that that's okay. It is all coming with time. You don't need to make it be here. Enjoy being this new version of yourself. Enjoy calling all of the parts of yourself back. That's for you. Nobody else gets that. No matter the wedding is, I'm not going to say perfect because we're not doing that word anymore, but it's everything you wanted it to be, or you got this job and it's everything. All of that is coming. But everything that is outward pales in comparison. If you don't take the time to feel how good it feels inwardly, then all of it is for nothing. So take that time, enjoy it for you. Have a beautiful, beautiful June, and I'll see you soon. Love you, mean it.